In wake of the recent vandalism and damages done to prominent Idjerhe Grammar School in Jesse Town by suspected court boys and smokers, the Ovie of Idjerhe Kingdom, King Monday Obuho Atowhisky Udire I, has paid an inspection visit to the school. The ever-proactive monarch, well known for his relentless drive for peace and development in his kingdom, visited the school in company of chiefs and youth chairman of Idjerhe Kingdom and was received by school principal Mrs. Patience Ivongwe, who took the monarch around the facility to assess the extent of damage done to the buildings. The school, which had just resumed another academic term, has become a hub for smokers, CULTISTS activities as the classes has been defaced and electronic materials carted away by hoodlums. The monarch, who is an ex-student of the school, expressed disappointment at the scene during his speech with Rero TV and called for an immediate investigation to be carried out by security officials to bring the perpetrators to book.
With over 9 secondary schools in this kingdom, Idjerhe Grammar School has been here for over 40 years. I went through this school and I am shocked as to the devastation of infrastructure that I am seeing deliberately perpetuated by sons of this kingdom. The destruction to those blackboard, ceiling fans, ceilings of classroom is unacceptable. I consider this a crime against educational advancement in this kingdom, and I will not tolerate it. I want to sound a note of warning. From today henceforth, the youth chairman of this quarter must post 3 able-bodied youth to this school every afternoon and possibly at night. And should there be any arrest, no chief of this kingdom should go to the police station to be such. We want to prosecute such an offender to serve as a deterrent to other persons, because we cannot wake up to the extent of personally destroying our educational institution in the name of what? That they do cultism inside or they come to smoke in their home. I think it's sad, and the chiefs, especially from Delta Central, I deliberately brought them to see the level of destruction being perpetuated by their offspring. And no parents will want to encourage this, no father will want to encourage this, no ruler will want to encourage this. That children born of parents of this kingdom bring MP3 to college, drive car to college. The last I checked, I had to personally employ a security man to man the gate of this college. Not that there's so much money, but it is important that we put discipline, we instill discipline into these children. As I live here, I will direct the principal to do a formal complaint to the divisional police headquarters. So no chief, no indigene of this kingdom will come and bail any child arrested for vandalizing the property of this school. I made this school in a good state, I left it in a good state, and I will not want any child to bring down the future of educational advancement of this kingdom because of a deliberate act.
Going forward, we have seen destruction done to the school structures and chalkboard, desk and that. How do we go about replacing this?
What we have been doing before now is that if there are shortage of chairs, we appeal to well-spirited individuals and governmental agencies. But from what we are seeing, even government itself will be sad to replace what they have just replaced. Government will bring chair here, and you see, what made me, in fact, the reason I employ a security man for the college, the last complaint I got is that women who are from this area come to this school to fetch firewood. You know what they fetch as firewood? Benches. Chairs their children are using to advance education. They break them, tie them up, and take them out as firewood. I saw that the only way out of it is to employ a security man. If you are telling the royal father to employ a security man for night, for day, and also employ for night, then of course I'll begin to ask whether I become the government of the state. So if there is no security, I'd employ one, and people now come here at night to destroy what government has brought to us. If you don't have education, every human is an animal. It's education that refines people. So if we now want to destroy what makes us human, education makes you human. It means we begin to ask that we want to go back to Stone Age. I don't want to encourage that.
School principal Mrs. Ivongbe also highlighted the bad state of the school and called on the government to take necessary actions as it is becoming unsafe for learning.
Mrs. Patience Ivongbe.
We are in your school and we have seen this destruction, and we have also heard from His Majesty. What actually happened?
Well, it was when we came from this 3 weeks holiday, Easter holiday, to be precise, that we met that the doors to these classrooms were first opened and the destructions were made. Desks destroyed, the chalkboard destroyed, then the control switch to the fans in the classrooms that the doors were first opened were vandalized, removed. Even the staff room, they entered also, destroyed chairs in the staff room. Our pole with which we hosted the Delta State flag, the pole and the Delta State flag were removed. Even the one for the Nigeria flag, that one was also pulled down. Well, that is there is the need to correct these things, because I guess these people doing these things, they are not far-fetched. They are not people from different places. They are people within this community. So I want to tell the parents, if we are able to bring up our children well, I think this kind of vandalization will not take place. Education is the key to life, just like the royal father said. We cannot do without education. And if they are doing this, it means in fact, they want to kill education here, which will not tell well of this community.
Secretary of Idjerhe Central Ogwedion, Chief Benson Esemwede, who also accompanied the Monarch to the school, said the Idjerhe Central Ogwedion shall look into the matter and also urge security agencies to do the needful in order to stop vandalism in the school. From Jesse Town, you are watching Rero TV. And my name is Rero Henry Fox.
It's a very surprising thing for me to be here today to discover the level of vandalization that took place here. I believe His Royal Majesty has said it all, but in addition to that, we may have to increase security in this school campus. I will advise that the youth presidents and the vigilante group shall attach some of their men to watch this school, especially at night, and anyone caught should be prosecuted.